we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First play's a run with Nwangwu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
All right, now here we go.
Nwangwu going to get it on the counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another run now for Nwangwu. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. They'll get this to Bell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. And his kick is indeed good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Cousins now to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Play fake, Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second and 9. Again, it's Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On first and 10, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his second Pro Bowl.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On first down, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Purdy will look to throw again here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Steamer.
Throwing, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Second down, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final play of the half. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Cousins now. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Cameron Latu with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Cousins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Running on 1st down with Gaskin. They find some open field here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now it's the backup Darnold. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And down he'll go at the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Son.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Darnold down to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. Ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
48 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
To throw is Darnold. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. That is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Here's Cousins. That is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners will add to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Cousins to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Cousins. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Darnold now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.